does not the front page of your website say, I'm going to quote here, I want to get it right, the current U.S. Supreme Court is a threat to our democracy. The current U.S. Supreme Court is a threat to our democracy. Did I read that right?
What I can say is that our organization...
But is that on your website?
I am not certain exactly what's on the website.
Here it is, right here,
Okay.
big as Dallas.
What that refers to is the voting rights voting rights cases of the Supreme Court. Our organization is a voting rights organization that fights for all Americans to have the ability to vote.
Yeah, but you got to click a bunch of times to find that explanation. I just want to make sure I read that correctly. A few months ago, Mr. Payne, you retweeted the following statement. Some justices are politicians in robes who thrive in a system where access and influence are for sale. Some justices are politicians in robes who thrive in a system where access and influence are for sale. Now, that's a pretty bold statement.
I'm sorry, Senator, is that a news article?
No, sir. That's a retweet here. You tweeted this out. Tell me which justices are for sale.
I don't recall that tweet, but...
Here it is. November 21, 2022. Can you tell me which justices are for sale?
No.
Are any of them for sale?
No, the problem is that the American public has a perception that some justices may be.
I'm going to establish the point first. I want to know, you tweeted this out. Do you believe that some justices are for sale? And if so, which ones?
No, Senator, I do not believe that justices are for sale.
Then why'd you tweet this out?
Can you provide more context of what
Sure,
that is?
I'll get you a copy, but here it is. I checked it and triple checked it. You also said less than a month ago that John Roberts, you retweeted this out. John Roberts is a disgrace.
No, I
disagree with Justice Roberts. Well, you didn't call him Chief Justice Roberts. You called him John Roberts.
No, this is
you retweeted this.
No, Senator, I did not retweet that.
Yes, sir, you did right here.
I will need to see. Can you provide a copy to me now? But
sure.
I did not retweet.
Can you tell me why you think Chief Justice Roberts is a disgrace?
I did not say that. Did not retweet that.
Oh, okay. Maybe Twitter got it wrong.
Someone got it wrong.
Boy, Senator Kennedy was like all prepared for the question he had, because when he asked Mr. Payne, he goes, your website says current U.S. Supreme Courts are a threat to our democracy. That's what it says on his website. And Mr. Payne says, well, no, it doesn't, he's denying it. And Senator Kennedy's like, it's right here, so he must have had a big screen and had the website to show it. So when Mr. Payne goes into explaining what that meant, Senator Kennedy points out, yeah, but you have to go through a bunch of clicks to actually even see what that explanation is that you just gave. Is buried, in other words. So then Senator Kennedy's like, okay, well, you retweeted this, and he says, you retweet that some justices are just politicians in robes who thrive on a system where access and influence are for sale. And Mr. Payne is like, well, that wasn't me. I didn't do it. And Senator Kennedy had to keep on pushing him because there's no burying this. The only thing Mr. Payne could say to try to get himself out of what he retweeted, Senator Kennedy obviously was saying that he has a screenshot of his account and his retweeting, so it was right there. The only thing I wish is that Senator Kennedy would have said, okay, here's a copy, like give him a copy. So and then let's really get an answer from him and not just let him say, well, I'm not sure that's mine. And then sometimes people will just claim that they got hacked and it wasn't them, right? Anyway.